we're just living in the moment today. There are some days, I was just telling Kelly this, there are some days where you feel like you have lived 5 days in one day.
I have no idea how fall just keeps it coming.
Yeah.
Every day. I spent my morning at the Scholastic Book Fair. Shout out to Peters Township. I was bamboozled into every $5 pen there was. But it's fine. The kids are going to read, and that's great.
Yes. It is amazing how the book fairs have transformed into somehow. It's almost like when you go into like a bookshop and there's all the toys, and they're drawn. They're immediately like, oh, ooh.
Yeah, and I equated it to like TJ Maxx, you know, when you think you're totally done.
And then they have
and then you get to the...
And it's like as a kid, I remember the book fairs. They were a lot of fun, but clearly they've changed.
They have changed.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll change again by the time Logan gets to one. They will. It'll be great. You're gonna love it.
I'm with you on that.
Okay.
Godspeed.
Well, we're kind of in a little bit of a wedding mood this week. You know, we were talking about Taylor Swift speaking at Selena Gomez's wedding. But we're gonna tell you how to be a good guest, how to avoid some common mistakes the couples make before their big day as well. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into it. You want, as a couple, your day to be very special, but we want to make sure that everybody's on their best behavior and we have the best day possible.
Yes.
Also, Chef Janet, she is in the kitchen. She is breaking down a recipe. It has gotten a lot of attention on social media. I have seen this everywhere. This is the ultimate football snack. Nachos.
Oh my God.
I'm drooling.
Look at her with that
Look
cheese.
at that cheese. There's
Keep
never
going.
enough cheese.
Keep going.
More.
Yes, more. More is more.
Every time she brings in something, I'm like, yes, if Chef Janet can do it, I can, kinda. No, that's a delusion.
No.
100%.
She
And
makes it easy, though. Yeah.
it is Wednesday. So excited for this. We've got our second ever Kelly question of the week. I'm so happy that you guys are loving this as much as we are. We want your opinions, your reactions, your stories. Share them with us on Instagram or Facebook. You'll see the Kelly question posted on Wednesdays. And then on Thursday, we're going to talk about your comments. So let's get into this week. We all love our friends. Let me just start there. They have amazing qualities. They're loyal. They're fun. They're smart. But what do you do when none of those wonderful qualities have been passed down to their children? That's this week's question. What do you do when your friends' kids drive you absolutely nuts? How do you handle it? What do you say? Do you avoid this altogether? Do you talk to your friend about it? I'm looking for friendly advice for a friend of mine. I know this sounds far-fetched, but this is a real situation happening, and we need your advice.
Are you saying you're asking for a friend, or are you asking for a friend?
This time, I'm literally asking for a friend.
Okay. All right.
But I know that she needs your answers, and I also know that so many of us have been in this position, so make sure that you share yours on socials. We can't wait to read them.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we are going to jump into one of the things that we love the most about this season, and that is eating. From comfort food to everything pumpkin spice, we are here for it. And I think that one thing that we see a lot is the ridiculousness that comes with fall snacks.
Completely.
Once pumpkin spice took over and Starbucks realized that they were onto something, that trickled out, and now there's everything from pumpkin spice, popcorn to trash bags to even Spam.
There's deodorant.
There's deodorant.
Yes.
Everything.
I'd try it.
It doesn't have to be pumpkin spice, but we know that those flavors are there for the season. And so we're going to share some of our favorite snacks. Mikey, we're going to start with you.
Yes, so you both know how much I frequent Trader Joe's and how much I love to eat air. So especially during the week, I like to keep it light. So this is a snack I found, and I was in there shopping one day, and you know how they have little sample stands? And I saw these there, and I said, maple pancake flavored puffs. I don't know about those, but I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to step out on a limb here, and I'm going to try them.
Twist my arm.
Twist my arm. These things were delicious. I was in line and I was eating them like to check out. I said, can you hold my stuff right here? And I went back and got a bag. Matter of fact, I got 2 bags.
As you do.
By the look on both of your face, like I feel like you know about these.
Unbelievable.
How are you feeling?
I need some water.
I will say.
So what, you're saying that they kind of take all of the moisture out of your mouth?
I mean, it's a sponge.
It's very drying. Delicious.
Yeah.
At the bottom, when it starts to dissolve into your teeth, it does get a little dry. But
that's typically what a puff does.
Agreed.
Right?
True.
I will say this is an upgrade from your teriyaki seaweed that you often ask us if we want to try, and we say no, please, Mikey.
Really?
The answer's no.
Every meeting we are at, Mikey brings her seaweed and she
She's
says,
nibbling on seaweed. No.
That's at a whole different level. Like, that's up here.
That's true.
These are kind of mid-range, but I do enjoy them.
They are delicious. I will agree. I had these this past weekend, and I also was drinking a dry red, and my mouth was like, some hydration would be nice.
Yeah.
But they are so good.
But you have to, the flavor is there, right? The
Unbelievable.
Flavor. Heather, the
And
flavor?
initially, yes,
Yeah.
you do get a little dusting of flavor. That's right.
You get a sniff of maple.
Dust and air. Delicious.
That's my girl. Well, I am going to go, I would say a little bit more caloric. I am all for a healthy snack that you can, let's be honest, instantly make unhealthy. So we all know the Marzetti caramel dip.
Yeah.
Big fan. Trax Farms, so this is for my Finleyville, South Hills area, just came out with their own creamy caramel dip. Trax, if you have done this in the past and I missed it, I'm sorry, but I saw it for the first time this year. It is better than Marzetti. And I know that is a very lofty statement, but I urge you both to take, again, a fresh Honey Crisp that I grabbed from the, I picked from the farmer's market.
I love a good Honey Crisp.
Oh
I don't
my
know,
God.
That's kind of, that's
I
thick.
need
It's
you to
thick.
dip.
Okay.
Get in there. I want you to be a part
I'm
of
just
it.
getting a light coating. I don't know. Okay.
A
here we go.
light coating when you have caramel?
That is, thank goodness for this apple.
Amen.
That rehydrated my mouth.
You were dry as a barren desert in there.
You're right, that is delicious.
It's good.
It is so good, and I love whenever the local farmers markets are like, wait, we can do that better. They did it better here.
Yeah.
I like, it's sweet,
with the
obviously,
other,
like a
of course.
caramel would be, but it's not, it doesn't feel like there's so much added to it that it's like overly sweetened. It's really good.
And I think Marzetti does put a little
Yeah.
bit too much sugar. So remember, there's no calories in this when
at
you put
all.
it together, because this is a fruit.
Oh, it's good.
I feel like we are getting progressively more caloric.
We are,
yes.
So let's end over here. This is one of my favorite things. Giant Eagle Market District, they put these out seasonally. These are their pumpkin drop cookies. And they are soft. They are delicious.
Don't mind if I do.
I picked these up yesterday, so they're fresh. This is from the South Fayette Giant Eagle.
My God.
They're so good.
No dryness
Really
here.
good. No.
This is something that we'll get, and so, you know, you have a cookie after dinner or whatever, but
As you
they
do.
go so fast. I buy them, they're gone. The fact that they still are here, and I
It's
was
a
able to bring
miracle.
them here today, is a miracle.
Bless up.
Now this is the spice in here hits me right away. Like it's really
yeah,
good.
they're I mean, they are pumpkin
Yeah.
cookies, but this is one of those things that as soon as they come out at Giant Eagle, we pick. I mean, we don't go crazy. We're not buying them every week, but it's that one time you're like, oh, they're back.
It's hard. It would be hard to just eat
one.
100%. I want to put this with a pumpkin coffee. We're next to a
don't you?
bonfire.
See,
out, baby.
this is why we love fall.
Amen.
So good.
Amen to that. And now that we have snacks that we love, we're going to talk about a woman that I love. And I'm sorry, I still have cookie in my mouth. I enjoyed that way too much. We want to talk about a fall hair trend that is going to take over, and it is inspired by none other than Belly Conklin from The Summer I Turned Pretty. You know that if I have an opportunity to talk about this show and this girl specifically, I will take it. But she, at the very end of the show, went to Paris in her single era, as everyone does. Sex and the City, we did it,
Yeah.
but she cut her hair off. And it was just that moment in the show where at the very beginning, her fiance, Jer, said, please never cut your hair. And then naturally when they broke up, she said,
like,
Oh,
You can't
yes.
tell me what to do.
and I will cut it all off. And that's exactly what she did. It is being titled The Breakup Bob. And everyone is saying in the hair industry that this is going to be the fall's most requested haircut because of the amount of confidence that a woman needs to have a bob. And I agree. I have wanted to cut all my hair off a million times. I never have done it. Actually, my mom did it for me. She gave me a bowl cut in like kindergarten.
Yeah. Same girl,
Yeah.
same.
Oh, God, it's like they hated us. But whenever I look at Bellies, I look at her in this single, confident, I mean, I can take on the world by myself. Hairdressers say that this is by far one of the most confident styles to rock because you can hide nothing. You are not at all hiding underneath your hair. You're showing your jawline, your neck. And I want to urge everyone to reveal your face with a bob. You do it first, then I'll jump.
Cal, I did
I
it.
know you did.
Yeah.
So jump, girl,
Jump.
jump. I've seen that trend on social media where people are like, this is my bob behind my ear, This is behind my other ear. This is it parted down the middle. This is it parted on the side.
Yes.
What I want to bring up is I saw this other video that I do not know if it's true. If there are any hairstylists out there, please tell me if this can be verified. But you're supposed to take a ruler. And I told you this, Mikey.
You did, yes.
You're supposed to take a ruler, and then you're supposed to measure across from the bottom of your ear to your chin.
Okay.
I wish I had a ruler. Michael, do we have a ruler anywhere?
Ruler?
He just does this. I don't know.
Ruler.
What does this look like? A classroom?
First request.
Okay, so you're supposed to do this, and it's supposed to come across. If it is 3 inches or less, bob. If it is 3 inches or more, long hair.
Oh.
And that's because of the dimensions of your face, that's what your hair should be?
I guess. I don't know.
I would say,
is it true?
We don't know, but it sounds good.
does.
I've been in and out of a bob for, I don't know, maybe the past 3 years. I love it. I really do, because you're, like you said, you're not hiding behind your hair. You are not your hair. And I feel as though after a while, you take so much, we get to the point as women, you take so much pride in your hair. Yes. And it's just like, I am me. Look at me.
And it showcases your face and your features, and you kind of get to show off. I will say, and I'm gonna act, this sounds like childhood trauma, sorry mom, but my mom never ever wanted me to have long hair when I was growing up. I now as a mother understand it's because I couldn't do it, so that added just something else to her list. But now as an adult, I feel like, you know what, I'm gonna rock it. It's my turn to have it. Now, get rid of it.
I want to share something, and I feel really bad about this, but I want to talk about it. So I was at my aunt's house looking through old pictures, and my grandmother modeled locally for a little while.
Okay, Graham.
I know. And she's since passed, but she was beautiful. And so I'm looking at these pictures as the years go on, and she's modeling, and she's trying all these different hairstyles, and then the beehive came out. And so she had the beehive, and then I noticed that once she cut it all off, she never went back. It was just short, and she wore short hair for the rest of her life. And I do think the beautiful thing about hair is changing it. And that's why I like to do it so often, because I feel like once you stick, that's just who you are. It's just, you keep the bob for 30 years, you keep the, change it up, live your life, and have fun with it.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah,
because the fact that you just one day cut all your hair off, because you came here and I remember right before we went on, you're like, I think I'm gonna cut my hair off today. All of it. And then I think I'm gonna dye it blonde or brown. I'm sorry. We were like, okay. All right.
And she did it, and it's all good. But to your point, my mom, she's kind of that way. She's gonna kill me. But she always wears her hair back in a bun. She's been doing that for years. And I tell her, I'm like, Mom, let your hair down. Like, just let it loose, let it flow. She will not.
Don't you just want to go like this to it?
She will not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God.
That's good.
Well, cut it off.
Cut it off.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, from survival to self-expression. We are talking to a tattoo artist helping breast cancer survivors take back their bodies in a powerful way.
And October's here, and pink is popping up everywhere in a show of support for the fighters, survivors, and the ones we've lost to breast cancer. Next, how a Pittsburgh community is going all in and painting the town pink with a day of fun and fundraising. Don't go anywhere.
The calendar has turned to October, and that means an annual tradition continues downtown. The fountain right in front of our building in Gateway Center is colored pink for the entire month in honor of breast cancer awareness. The change was made this morning, and we were able to get some of the first video of the pink water. We look forward to being able to think pink all month long as we walk into work each morning.
I wait for that every year. The color is a symbol of solidarity, and all month we embrace our sisters, mothers, and friends by honoring those we've lost to breast cancer and celebrating those who are battling and surviving.
Pink truly has become synonymous with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that's why Oakmont is preparing to paint the town that wonderful color and give back at the same time with family fun and, of course, your help. Take a look. Why is mini golf set up inside this beautiful boutique here in Oakmont? Well, it's all for a very good cause. I'm here with Anna Ben-Shavenga of Urbana Boutique. So good to see you.
So good to see you again.
So tell us about this big kickoff and what it all benefits.
So we are doing a whole month of fundraising called Paint Oakmont Pink, and it's going to be benefiting Glimmer of Hope Foundation. It's a local foundation.
It's wonderful. And it starts with a very family-friendly event.
Yes, so it's going to be Thursday, October 2nd from 4 to 8 p.m. There's going to be 9 strategically placed mini golf holes throughout the business district, and then the rest of the businesses are doing a sip and stroll.
And there's a way for people to help Glimmer of Hope, which is the foundation, the charity that will benefit from all of this. How is that all working?
So there's a website, www.paintoakmontpink.com. You can go there for all the details of all the events. There's actually 3 events happening throughout the whole month, and several businesses are doing certain products that are going to be donated. A portion of the profits is going to be donated throughout the entire month.
Wonderful. So you can come in, you can shop, look at all the fantastic clothing in this store in particular, and also have a little bit of family fun while knowing you're giving back.
Exactly, yeah, and you can just show up that night. You can also pre-register that.
You've been here in Oakmont for 6 years now. Why is it that you wanted to be involved in this event specifically for the town of Oakmont and also for Glimmer of Hope?
So if anyone knows my business, I have a giant wall of boobs in my second room. The mission is helping women feel good in their body, and sometimes your body goes through things. Sometimes you go through breast cancer, so I wanted to incorporate the beautiful wall with a bigger mission.
Wonderful. All right, so we're going to step over here because we have Sam from Steel City Mobile Mini Golf here. You are helping to coordinate this effort here at Oakmont.
Yes, we were lucky enough they reached out to us and asked us if they would help us with the event. So we, of course, wanted to get involved. Anytime you get a chance to help a good cause and work with people that have good vibes, you want to take advantage of that as much as possible.
And I see that we've set up some really neat things in addition to this. We have the pink ribbon.
Right. So my wife's aunt is a breast cancer survivor who used to participate in the Susan Komen Walk, and her my in-laws would have a brunch afterwards for all the people that went and walked with her team. That was one of the the items that they had to decorate for that brunch. So whenever I heard about this event, I had to get involved.
I think it's a good reminder, too, that so many of us are touched in some way by this. And so being involved to show your support is wonderful.
Right, absolutely. Anytime you can help people that are going through a struggle, that's a good thing.
Well, I see that pink club with my name on it. Anna, I'd like to hand off the mic to you. Do you mind holding this? Maybe you guys can give some play-by-play.
Absolutely, here we go.
We got all pink for her today, Anna.
And she has the pink nails and the pink toes. Okay, we'll close.
She might get it in 2 here. Let's see. Over the dog.
Oh. One more.
She's gonna go left. She's gonna go left. There we
Nailed
go.
it.
Fit in.
Nailed it. So Heather, in your case, I'm going to be donating a portion of the percentage of whatever you buy. So if you get a hole-in-one, you get 10% of it donated to the cause. If you get an eagle, you get 5%. And if you get a birdie, in your case, I think that's how it goes, you get 3% donated from your purchase.
Well, it's fantastic. It's all giving back to a great cause, family-friendly event, and giving back. Thank you so very much. Scott wanted me
incredible.
to let everybody know, our photographer, Scott Danka, that he got it in 2.
That doesn't shock me at all. I love it, Shooter McGavin.
And this is also giving back to Glimmer of Hope. So, and I know that you're very familiar with the organization. We just had them on Pittsburgh Today Live this morning, and they help support so many women who are going through this with mental health and so many other services.
And the amount that they take and they donate right to the cause, it helps women right here in your own backyard. Diana Napper heads Glimmer of Hope, and she is just an incredible soul. We're blessed to have her.
Well, tomorrow night, Sip and Stroll and Put Away Cancer events both start at 4 p.m. There are more ways to give back and events that are happening through the month to support Glimmer of Hope. We're going to have the link on our website so you can check it out.
I'm so proud of you on that golf. Coming up on Talk Pittsburgh, Mikey's taking on tradition, when it changes and when it stays put. Hi, Mikey.
Oh, hey, ladies. Well, sometimes rules are meant to be followed. Sometimes they're meant to be broken. The trick is to know the difference. That's next in a Mikey Minute.
The trends just keep getting better. Gen Z is stirring things up literally by putting ice cubes in their beer and wine, which you and I have been known to do.
Yes, I know. We're not proud of it. But this trend raises a bigger question. When is it okay to break tradition, and when should we hold on to it? In under a Mikey Minute, when is it okay to bend the rules a bit and break tradition? You think you got this?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Well, sometimes life hands us tradition, something we do because that's how it's always been done. But here's the real question. When should you follow it, and when is it okay to break it? Food and drink are perfect examples. Some people say never put ice in beer or chill red wine. But Gen Z is proving that sometimes breaking the rules makes things even more enjoyable. Think of coffee. Iced lattes were once unthinkable. Now they are the norm. The same lesson applies beyond the table. Some traditions like holiday meals or family rituals connect us to our roots, and keeping them matters. But others, like outdated style rules, old workplace habits, or even the idea that success has to follow one path, might be ready for a remix. The trick is asking yourself, does this tradition bring me joy, meaning, or value? If the answer is yes, keep it. If not, don't be afraid to break it. When a tradition becomes an obligation or no longer fits your lifestyle, it's time to rethink things. After all, every new tradition started because someone decided to do things differently. Did I make it?
No, Mikey.
Well, I guess I'm a rule breaker. It's fine. It's fine. I stepped outside to find a few rule breakers in downtown Pittsburgh.
I am not a rule breaker. In fact, my husband teases me that if I go in the outdoor at the supermarket, that I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. So I'm really not. The only tradition I break, if I can get a chance to, is to not serve turkey for Thanksgiving, to have a steak.
That's a good
That's
one.
my favorite.
Yeah. So what made you break that rule?
It's just too much work to do all that stuff.
And I personally think turkey's a little dry.
I'm with you. I'm not a turkey fan.
Have you ever broken any rules? Maybe changed tradition a little bit?
Yeah, I'm an ultra marathon runner, and quite often we save beers for after the race, but I have been known to drink a beer or two before running the race and still cross the finish line and have my beer after.
That is impressive. Now, my question is, do you win?
That's not the objective when we run a marathon or an ultra marathon. The objective is to simply cross the finish line and enjoy yourself.
Okay, and you do that. Are you a rule breaker? Do you kind of step outside the box in some instances in your life?
I'd say every once in a while. The big thing that we do is on Good Fridays, we always go out and have a steak dinner. So it's nice because in the steakhouses, nobody's around. It's just us. That's our rule breaking.
Seems to be the theme so far. People are breaking the rules with steak.
It's the important part, food.
I don't break the rules very often, no.
No, you just kind of play by all the rules.
Pretty much, at least I try to.
Yeah, you don't take any risk? Maybe, do you jaywalk?
I jaywalk.
Oh, see?
I do jaywalk.
You know what? There's a rule breaker in everyone, I think.
A little bit.
Sometimes you got to get to where you need to go.
I agree. I mean, jaywalking's like a minimal rule break.
I like the way she thinks.
Oh, is
Yes,
it?
right. I think so. Are you guys rule breakers? I know the answer to this already, but
I mean, I like to write my own rules. I'm kind of that kind of lady. But if you're drinking warm wine and not putting at least one ice cube in a warm Cabernet, what's wrong?
Yeah.
What's wrong with
You good?
Yeah.
No, I think I generally stick to most of the rules unless they're dumb, and then I don't.
You're dumb. You have a problem with lines.
Well,
Yeah.
it's my friend, and I've said this a million times now, but Dan has always said lines are meant for people who want to wait in them. So I feel like sometimes
You always have a friend in the front?
I'm just saying sometimes maybe you don't wait in the line. I don't know.
I think some rules are meant to be broken for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Look at us, risk takers. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we all like to think our wedding day is just the beginning of forever. But can a wedding planner already know if we'll stay or if we'll go? The signs she sees on the wedding day that lead to unhappily ever after. Ooh, can't wait for that.
We think of a wedding day as the happiest day of your life, full of love, celebration, and new beginnings.
But sometimes what happens before the cake is cut can actually reveal cracks in the foundation.
There can even be some signs the marriage might be in trouble before it even begins. There's a wedding planner that I ran across on TikTok who has planned more than 100 weddings and at least 30 proposals, and said that there are 4 common things that if she sees them done while planning the wedding, it's almost a guarantee that the couple will divorce. So, courtesy of Birdie1216, let's go over those, shall we? This is your wedding planner's guide to spotting a split. Number 1, cake smashing. She said that this tradition is riddled with disrespect, especially if the groom goes first, knowing how much it took to get ready.
And how much money.
I agree. Yes. Oh, so agreed. Wedding budget disagreements. This goes on, especially, she said, behind her back. When you hire a planner and you are calling saying, hey, I know that John said no to adding these flowers or adding this specific wine, champagne at the bar, but just do it. We'll deal with it later. That kind of stuff happening before you say I do is a clear indication that there is very little trust in this relationship. Number 3, this one kills me. Poor boundaries with family members. And this has a lot to do with, I'm sorry, mamas, she mentioned the mothers of the bride and groom. When they are overstepping and the partner sees it happening and doesn't step in for their significant other and say, we need to reel this in, or my bride or my groom is getting really overwhelmed. Can you maybe back up a little bit? The 4th one, this one, I know so many of you are going to say, no, my husband had no interest, but an uninterested planning partner.
Oh my gosh.
She said from the get, if you have a groom specifically who is just not really interested in being involved, that kind of goes to show how he is going to be for the rest of your marriage.
You know what? The first one and the last one, those really bug me. The cake smashing. First of all, like you said, you took all of this time to get ready, but it's aggressive.
Yes,
Isn't
so
it?
aggressive.
Right? Like, I don't need that type of aggression and anger and force on our wedding day, nor do I need it ever. And the last one, just if your partner is uninterested in helping you plan the biggest day of your life, then that should tell you something.
I think there's a big difference, though, between a smash and a little boop.
Totally.
We're total, yes. Because I do think that can be cute. And then, just like a little tiny.
I don't mind a little icing.
A little boop.
If I'm wearing the cake
Not good.
on my dress,
no.
we're gonna have words.
I also think this uninterested planning partner, I think that sometimes what we find in partnerships is someone who is not maybe uninterested, but too agreeable.
No opinion.
And no opinion or lack of decision making can also make it harder for the other person. And that's not just with wedding planning. I think that's with so much in life.
So they're just like, do whatever you want to do. Just
Oh, you want to do this? Yeah, that's cool. I'll go. Like sometimes the easygoing, cool with everything is showing no caring, lack of decision making, and that falls to the other person to make all of the decisions, which comes with a huge burden.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that can be frustrating.
Yeah.
And when it comes to planning your wedding, I remember my husband was very much like that. Like, Kel, you've been thinking about this since
Your entire
the day
life.
you were born. Please go on with it. But I do remember him saying there are like 3 very important non-negotiables. I want to be there to taste what's going to be on the tables. Obviously, I want to eat. I would like to be involved in the cake picking because I love a sweet. So there are certain things. If there's absolutely no passion, please remember that men don't change ever. No matter how much you want them to. So
You can't change them.
If you're down with that, just make sure that
I
you
think
are.
Jordan was definitely heavily involved in the planning process, which is good and bad because there were some things where I'm just like, I don't know if that's going to work, but you kind of have to go with it if they're partnering
Passionate,
with
yeah.
you and passionate about it. So it's good and bad, I guess.
There you go.
All right, so we've talked about what could go wrong after I do, but some people start sabotaging the marriage before the cake is even cut. Find out what not to do if you want the wedding to be remembered for the right reasons.
And as Breast Cancer Awareness Month begins, we are spotlighting post-mastectomy tattooing. It's deeply personal service. It's helping women heal and wear their strength with pride. That conversation is next. Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back. It's more than ink. It is healing and a powerful reclaiming of identity. Tattoo artists Angie and Jessica are helping women heal through the transformative art of post-mastectomy tattooing. They are both joining me today along with Laura, who's sharing her post-cancer journey with us. So happy to have all 3 of you here today. And I think as we start to put a focus on Breast Cancer Awareness Month, this is something that people who aren't going through this may not know about, that through this, you may lose part of your body. Can you talk a little bit about the services that you offer?
So we offer the paramedical tattooing. So basically that falls under the areola restoration, which it's not only just a tattoo, it's a 3D realism tattoo. And we also offer stretch mark camouflage and inkless scar revision. So any scars that they have from surgeries, we can help with that too.
And Laura, if you feel okay with it, can you walk us through your journey with all of this and how you ended up here at Inked and Linked?
So I was diagnosed 11 years ago next week and went through double mastectomy and surgery. Many years later, needing to get back to that normalcy and being ready to, the perfect timing of a post in a group on social media talking about Inked and Linked and Angie and looking for women that are ready to get their areolas and nipples to be back to normal.
You know, I know that for some people this might be sensitive to talk about, but it is part of us. And when you're going through this process of breast cancer treatments, if you need to have a mastectomy, it can feel very much like you've lost a part of yourself. Were you struggling with a little bit of that?
It was. You know, it wasn't about my relationship with my husband or anything that way. It was about my own self-image and being able to go back to being normal.
You know, and everybody chooses what they want, what they feel comfortable with. But I remember interviewing someone, this was many years ago, and she said that before she had this service done, that she felt like a mannequin. And she wanted to feel like herself again. And that's why she went this route.
That's exactly it. It's so true.
Yeah.
You know.
Can you talk a little bit about how you help in this process and trying to meet women where they want to be?
So, you know, we obviously want everybody to feel back to the way they were. A lot of times they feel like they've lost a little bit of their self. So, you know, looking in the mirror, we want to bring that normalcy back to them. So we create wonderful realism tattoos that look like the real thing. And, you know, it's very hard for us to do that with social media because it does get taken down, unfortunately, because of, you know, posting it. And
People think it's nudity, but it's really offering a service.
It's a tattoo.
It looks real.
It's a
It
real.
looks real.
It's a real tattoo.
Yeah.
Can you talk, Angie, about who the service is good for?
It's good for any breast cancer survivor, and really anybody that has had a double mastectomy, anybody that's in need of it, really. And we offer the insurance, and Jess can talk a little bit about the insurance.
Because that, I think sometimes people think it's going to be an out-of-pocket thing, but there is some help.
Yeah, it is. It is covered by our insurance. You know, you basically just fill out some information on our website. It will take 8 to 12 weeks to get approved. Once you get approved, you can make an appointment, but you don't have to do any of the legwork. We have somebody that does all that stuff for you. So, you know, it's basically one less step that you have to do, one less hoop that you have to go through. You just fill out the information and we can get the ball rolling.
I'm sure that you've had people come into your office in desperation almost. I'm sure that they are just looking for some way to have some of their power back, some of their body back.
Yeah, and honestly, people don't have the means to pay for the service. So, and we haven't had to charge anybody. And I think that's an amazing thing because it's giving them something back that was taken away from them.
Laura, how are you feeling now? You said 11 years, right?
A little emotional because it's interesting.
Please share.
But something that's really important because understanding what they do in getting the insurance lined up and set up and doing that legwork, that's a huge barrier for us. You know, for some, you know, that's an expense that to put that out. The impact of being able to do that work for us and be able to come in, have the appointment, have fun. It's a beautiful facility, you know, or not even a facility, it's a boutique, and just really feel like a woman again.
I love that.
So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing your journey, and you're feeling well now, right?
Oh,
yes.
I'm fantastic.
That's great. Well, thank you for sharing your journey and for what you all do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you. And you can learn more about the services offered at Inked and Linked on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. All right, we are going to head over to the kitchen. The girls are standing by with Chef Janet.
We've heard before that it ain't easy being cheesy, but those people obviously don't know what's cooking over here. After the break, Chef Janet is bringing on the flavor blitz that's guaranteed to please the whole squad.
And it'll have everyone cheering no matter what the scoreboard says. Don't go anywhere.
Steeler Sundays are sacred, but what you serve during the game is how legends are born. And it's time to level up your average chips and dip with the recipe taking the internet by storm.
The viral sheet pan nachos will please your football-loving friends or help you survive the week without dirtying every pan in the kitchen. Chef Janet is showing us how to pile them high and bake them to perfection. We are so excited about this.
I'm excited too. This is really nice for game day, but it's also good for like an easy weeknight meal. Clean out the fridge, see what you have, and just put it in there.
Okay,
So,
you have already showed us so many amazing hacks. Before we started, I feel like we definitely need to share. So let's start with the meat.
Okay, so ground beef, you could do ground turkey, ground pork if you want to as well, but the trick to get it nice and brown, like you see here, is to put them in clumps first, okay? Let those go, do not move them, don't touch them, okay? And then once you turn them over, then you can start breaking it up. You know what I mean?
So they almost look like little hamburgers.
Exactly.
And that's so that the grease doesn't necessarily cook out, it cooks up.
Exactly. The steam is allowed to escape instead of just kind of melding with the rest of it.
Okay.
Do you want to mix that together? I'm going to
Sure.
put some, this is just taco seasoning that I make, but you can also buy it. No big deal.
Oh, you make your own
I'm
taco
extra.
seasoning?
I know, I'm extra. Okay, so what we would do after that's done is we would put it on the sheet tray here. But while that's finishing, we're going to go over here and work on the, want to come over here with the cheese?
I'll just be chopping over here.
This is an easy thing. It's a rotary cheese grater. So if you want to start, show them how quickly this half a block of cheese is gone.
Boom.
I can't find the little plunger thing. I don't know what happened to it.
You know what?
but-
I'll break a nail for cheese. I'll break a nail for cheese any
So
day.
yeah, isn't that cool? I mean, and then it's done. And they also have ones that can slice like cucumbers or potatoes or, yeah, it's a really easy thing.
And shredded cheese has no fillers in it, so it melts better, right?
Definitely.
Are you proud of me?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. I like to use Colby Jack. It has a nice melt. You could also use mozzarella if you want to. And then I have pepper jack. But what I'm going to do, actually, this is, this is pretty good to go. You want to make sure that there's no pink, but we are going to bake it. So you would just put this on the tray. Now, if you have someone that's meatless, maybe keep it to 2/3 of it and put some, I don't know, beans on there, some black beans.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right?
Tofu.
Black beans, yeah, tofu. And then what you would do is literally just dump this. I'm going to put this all over. And you need more than you think you need.
Oh, you
know?
always need more.
Bury me
Yeah.
in that pan.
You never
You should
wanna
be
chip
more
with nothing.
cheese than meat.
Exactly.
Always.
All right, if you want to put this on top of just that third there.
It would be
and
an
then-
honor.
What we will do after that cheese is on there is we have a 400-degree oven. You just put it in there for literally 8 to 10 minutes.
That's it.
Until it's melted. Until it's melted, and that's it. All right, so let me get this out of the way. And I know I want to do the reveal at the end, but I want to show you how cool this is. You
The
literally...
biggest platter of.
This is how I want all my chips
Everything.
served.
Yes.
You literally just, work with me here. Work
that.
with me.
Does it just slide
Why
out?
is it not sliding? Okay.
Sorry, we'll
What
loosen
do you
it
got?
up.
Well, listen, here.
Okay. Let's see if we can get it.
Yes.
Oh, man, don't
This is
make
a
me-
there we go.
troubleshooting situation.
Okay, so how about you push, and I'm going to hold it on top. We'll
Okay,
push
yeah,
both
push.
sides.
Push.
Come on, mister.
Come on, slide.
How wonderful
Yeah.
do those look?
I know, it's kind of
Fantastic.
ugly, but I think I left it in the oven too long.
No, it's fine. We get-
waiting
yeah, we
for
get
the
the
gals
picture.
to come over. Okay, so then what you would do, I like to make my own pico de gallo. Yeah, please have as much as you want. I like to make my own pico de gallo. So over here we have tomatoes. I put some salt on them because look at all that liquid that we don't want.
Another
right?
hack.
Yeah.
For about 10 minutes, I'm gonna have that. I have some cilantro. I also can put some jalapenos in there, but I don't know if everybody likes spicy, so I did omit that.
Okay.
We have some lime zest from one lime, and then do you want to juice this for me?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we have our onion here. I'm just gonna chop that quickly and put the onion in there.
Your
And we
tools
have-
are
I
top-notch.
know. Just all of these tools.
Well, you know what?
So many.
These make prep work so quick. You know, I'm good with a knife, not everybody is. So it just kind of evens the playing field. And then since the salt's already on the tomatoes, we're done. That's pico de gallo, guys.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
So can we just go?
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on top.
on top
Make
there.
it nice and pretty. There's lots of different toppings you can put on there. You can put jalapenos, peppers. Actually, I have a lime crema. Let me add that too.
okay.
She
What
has
do-
a casual
has a-
lime
just-
crema.
Yes, I mean, you could
Just
do
right
sour
there.
cream, but it's just pretty with the lime crema. See, look at that. Whoop.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that nice?
It's so good.
This could feed an army for what, $10, $15?
Oh, I thought this was just for Elliot.
Us.
Just take it with you.
Well,
So good.
We're not sharing.
No.
These are amazing.
This is
This is my kind of serving.
All right, so we're going to have this recipe as well as a link to book Chef Janet for your next event on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
These are unbelievable. And still to come on the show, are you planning your big day or looking forward to witnessing an upcoming wedding? Either way, find out the don'ts that will save you from stress, scandal, or showing up in the photo for the wrong reason. That's next. Let's face it, weddings can be stressful and mistakes are bound to happen. But if you want to avoid being a bridezilla or that cousin with the microphone, we know you. There are some things better left undone.
So today we're talking wedding don'ts for the lovers, the guests, and everyone in between. And here to help us keep it classy is the creator of Berg Brides. We have Victoria Deerdorf here with us.
The pro,
truly. So let's start with the guests. You show up with an uninvited +1. Does this actually happen?
Unfortunately, yes, and it is the biggest faux pas you can make. It puts a strain on the budget, the seating, the catering, and not to mention your relationship with the couple. So always respect the invitation as it's written. No surprise guests.
Victoria, I would make them sit elsewhere. I want to say, I would be like, oh,
you leave,
or
please?
I would let the uninvited +1 take their seat and say, oh, the person who brought you can
Don't do it.
sit where the cocktail hour is. Also, this is something. Post photos of the soonly weds. I love that. Before they say I do, yes or no?
No, I vote no. It is the couple's moment. It is their news to share, and so I think they deserve the chance to curate it how and when they want to.
So this is something even if you are at the wedding and they're walking down the aisle and you're taking pictures, I know some people are saying no phones in the church or whatever, but even that, you're saying don't post those.
To me, I think it refers more to like the morning of or when the couple is maybe getting dressed. Don't post photos of them in their wedding day attire before everyone else has had the chance to see them.
Yeah.
Inappropriate jokes in speeches. It's a toast, not a roast. But we do see people trying to lean into the comedy aspect to keep people laughing.
I think you can make it humorous without making it humiliating. So a wedding toast should be heartfelt and classy and most importantly, short. 2 to 3 minutes max.
We do not need a 15
No, we do not. Sorry, dads.
And I hate to just bring this on you out of nowhere, but you're a pro. How do you feel about people reading on their phones? Because there's something about it.
So many people that do it. And I know that it's convenient, right? But I think that it looks better in photos, in video, if you take the time to write it on some note cards or even better yet, to memorize it or just speak from the heart.
Okay.
Right. Okay, good to know.
Anything but your phone.
All right, so let's talk about the couple trying a new look or beauty regimen that includes haircuts, hair color, spray tan, skincare products. You're saying don't do any of this.
No, the week before your wedding is not the time to try bangs for the first time.
So we are not getting breakup bob.
No,
bobs.
no breakup bobs. No. Allergic reactions, color mishaps, unexpected results. These can all lead to unnecessary stress, unflattering photos.
Okay.
Stick to what you know.
I love that. And leave things for last minute, such as, the important part of your vows.
I have seen brides who are writing their vows while they are getting their hair and makeup done that morning.
That stresses me out.
Yes, especially writing your vows, this is something where you need to give yourself a lot of time and space to reflect, write, revise, practice. You'll feel more confident and it'll show in your photos and videos.
So true.
I think for a lot of type A brides, there can be the making sure everything goes right because you're paying a lot of money, so you want it to go right, but you should not be micromanaging.
No, if you have done it right, you will have hired vendors that you trust, and you trust them for a reason. So let them shine, delegate where you can, develop a solid timeline, and then let the day unfold and be present at your wedding.
And what would you say to a bride who is planning right now and feels like everything's against them? Because I know that was something that I often felt.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's very overwhelming. And in most cases, you have never done this before, and it's a lot. It's very overwhelming. So I don't blame you for feeling the way that you do. But this is where professionals are going to really be key. Hire a planner, hire a day of coordinator, have people in your corner who are going to advocate for you.
You're doing something really fun. Can you tell us about Marry Me Juliet?
Yes, so Marry Me Juliet is one half Taylor Swift dance party to celebrate her engagement. The other half, it is like a mini music festival. So it's going to be a very immersive Taylor Swift experience. There's going to be activations that you can participate in. There's going to be a DJ mixing all of the deep cuts and Taylor's hits. It's taking place on Friday, October 17th at the Roxy-In, and tickets are on sale now. So it's going to be a great event, not just for people who are engaged, but just for Swifties in general.
Love this.
Yeah.
You know
it's
I am
gonna be a lot of fun.
I'll be there, babe.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. If you'd like to learn more about Berg Brides or their Marry Me Juliet event, we'll link you up on our website. We'll be right back.
Really great show today. I am wondering if our producers are mad at me. They know that nachos are my favorite thing and left me out of the kitchen segment. I don't know how that happened.
We left you one.
Yeah, we did.
Literally.
Maybe 2.
Unbelievable.
Love you.
Great show today, and coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, fashion and football take the stage every year as Pittsburgh's biggest sports stars trade jerseys for the runway at Steelers Style, all to raise money for local health causes.
And we've got your exclusive sneak peek at the glitz, the game faces, and the good this event brings to our community with our special guest, Kia Tomlin.
Yeah, and we're just 2 sleeps away from the release of Taylor Swift's 12th album. Find out how a downtown piano bar is planning to celebrate the showgirl herself.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for joining us today for Talk Pittsburgh. We're also streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. The KDKA TV News at 4 starts right now.